on this glorious day
of communion with my beloved sister Mona Rain, Pachacuti Mesa sanctioned mentor of sacred shamanic arts. I salute her with our Rainbow Tribe salutation. My deepest appreciation for showing up, my beloved sister Mona, and letting the world know who you are, illuminating your magic, medicine, and mysticism as a sacred beauty walker upon planet in service to the 7 generations. In case you're wondering, this little mark on my face is the result of some outdoor adventuring done in the Nantahala River of North Carolina kayaking. So it just enhances, of course, the depth of our conversation, my beloved sister. As well as this t-shirt is representative of the heart of the healer, Thoth, trusting soul, honoring spirit, opening heart, transforming mind, healing body. All of the 5 directions contained within that acronym. That said, I have 2 questions for you, my beloved Mona. First of all, you're going to introduce yourself by answering the following question. What initially drew you, stimulated you to become a Pachacuti Mesa sanctioned teacher, or brought you into this lifeway?
I want to say buenos dias. Hola, Ayanachu, maestro. Gracias, gracias. I was spending a lot of time in Peru and working with some other people during the early stages of getting to know you because I live locally where you are, and you would come and you would be present at some of the community events that we would have. And I was 100% fascinated by the alchemy that you would be able to do and perform, and the ritual arts that was happening. So in 2014, when the Shift Network decided that they were going to do some online work, because you weren't available for teaching at that particular point in time, I said, okay, this is the time to investigate Don Oscar further. During the time that I was in Peru and I was learning and walking the land and experience all of the apus and the sacred sites there, you would come to me in my dreams. You would come to me in dream time, you and Doña Cindy, and ask me where I was walking. And I would say, I'm walking this way. But sister, where are you walking? And why are you walking that way? Because we're over here. And you would show me the community, you would show me the fire that was happening. And Cindy was over with the group, and you said to me, one time when you came to me, you said, can I walk with you? And I said, walk with me? Don Oscar, you want to walk with me? Of course, I want to walk with you. Show me where you are going. And so I showed you where I was going. You said, okay, now I understand. Now I understand. But when you are ready, we are over here waiting for you. And the online shift course, when I took that and was able to understand the workings, the inner workings, the creation of this altar ground, then that's when I decided that I wanted to learn more and eventually become a teacher.
Fascinating, sister. Thank you for sharing that, because it is a classic shamanic call, especially the element of the dreaming that you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
that you were called through your dream time, that
Mm-hmm.
eventually manifested in the 3 dimensional field of reality that, or quotes unquote, reality that we both share.
Mm-hmm.
And the passion that you have brought over the years that you've been doing this work to building a sacred community is something that really warms my heart and has found resonance within every one of the founding consciousnesses of Don Benito and Don Celso that are behind the evolution of this great work in the world. So thanks for showing up and continue to dream, my beloved.
I do. I do. Sometimes I have to say, Oscar, I want to sleep. You need to go away now. But is it
So
you, Oscar, or is it the ancestors, or both?
it's emerging, as you well
Yes.
know, for we are everything within.
Yes.
That's why the O in the center of Thoth.
Yes.
Now, that's the portal. Now, as a result of not only being a sanctioned teacher, but a practitioner of these earth honoring, healing ways, most people experience a transformation, an evolution, a growth, an expansion of who they are. I'd like you to talk a little bit about that. In what way do you consider you have grown and expanded in consciousness and in physical presence as a mentor of this work in the world?
Hmm. Before becoming sanctioned, I was involved in a lot of community events here and taking trips also back and forth to Peru, uh, allowing people to understand and know what was happening down there in the Sacred Valley in Cusco, in the mountains, in the Apus there. And as I became a sanctioned teacher, I have been able and blessed to have more people come in community and see that community grow and see that community become very, very strong. And see how the Apachetas have worked here in the past year and bringing more and more people into the Sequenan here and feeding Florida and allowing Florida. It was one of Red Bear's greatest dreams to have this occur here. So, in my past weekend just now, he appeared on the outside of the wall there to bless the weekend. And he always shows up in our weekends to bless the teachings here in South Florida and in Middle Florida. And so that has been really, really beautiful for me to see that happen. And it's been beautiful for the people who have come forward and allowed this to penetrate their lives and understand the depth of how this community works in their life and how it can help them heal their soul wounds, help them remember. I felt a huge remembering when I became sanctioned and just felt whole and complete, different aspects of myself coming together in a way that I've never known in my life. So that was profound for me to feel that, and it's so beautiful to witness that in other people too as it comes forward for them, their healing, their psychosis, whatever it may be for each individual. It's just been really profound. Hmm.
Beautifully articulated, my love, as you say, through the transformation of the people that you serve and the community growth that you experience, you yourself are a mirror of that. So you are growing simultaneously. For I know that you have a long, countless moons of being a healer in your own right, of working with various types of healing modalities that
Yes.
address bodily, emotional, psychological, and spiritual issues of all sort. And as a soul that you are, all of that service work has been cumulative and attained a level of mastery that made it even easier for you to move into the path of PMT, of Pachacuti Missa tradition, shamanic practice and service. So how has your own healing practice evolved or deepened as a result of being a practitioner of the Pachacuti Mesa tradition?
It has integrated all those different aspects, and whereas before I was a clinician, um, now I have seen and asked for my practice to become more of a teaching practice, more of a mentoring practice. And then if they do require the limpias, the healings, the cleansings, for sure, that's involved in it too. And as you know, living here, South Florida is a mecca for all of these practices that occur here because of our multicultural aspect. You know, the people in Miami, the people in West Palm Beach, the people in Broward County, and some even further north, not so much, but especially here in this tri-county, there's a lot of people that believe in these practices, and so they are able to come, and some of them come into the teachings, and some of them do some private mentoring, um, and pulling them into the teachings is what we hope to do, or give them some exposure to it so that they can understand it and see how that manifests for them in their life with the beauty of the sacred geometry and the alchemy.
Exquisite. So I hear you saying that you have attained completion, wholeness, and peaceful ecstasy as a result of your involvement in our great work. And so therefore, let's just keep on growing, keep on expanding, transforming in beneficent, benevolent ways, and walk this planet in 7 generation honoring of what is possible in the midst of these very tumultuous times.
Yes, indeed.
Are there any final words you'd like to offer those listening to this interview?
I'm very honored to have one of my daughters be a PMT graduate, and my 11-year-old granddaughter, almost 11-year-old granddaughter, is so anxious to become a full-fledged Mesa carrier. So definitely for the next 7 generations. She was doing despachos when she was 2. Yeah, yeah.
That says it all, my love. Your granddaughter, I've met her, Jasmine. She's a very, very, very special soul. Send her
She
my
is.
deepest love.
She is.
And thanks for showing up, sister. I love you deeply.
Love you too, Oscar. Thank you so much.